Folks, welcome back to Farming Simulator and a first look at the new Mercedes DLC. And in this video we're going to have a look at the tractors that come with that pack. So I have one of the MB tracks here. We're going to go through the tractors in the store, then we'll buy a couple, do a little bit of work with them, see how they behave and perform, and yeah, just give you a feel for how things work. So let's jump into the store. And we have four options available to us: the 700, 900, the 1000, 1100, the 1100, 1500, and the 1500. Sorry, the 1300, 1800. So basically, each one different size, different horsepower range. I really like the prices of these. It's really nice that Giants have priced these. What I think reflects the fact that these are older tractors, and I like that. In the past, I quite often feel that they are overpriced because they price them compared to modern tractors of a similar power. I like that they are priced to age appropriate pricing. So let's jump straight in with the smallest one. 65 horsepower is the lowest configuration. 85 is the highest configuration. So nice, small, starter tractor essentially. We've got a front 3-point or not as an option. We've got precision farming installed, so you can have the Asaria Pro Compact or not. We've got a forestry config that adds this loader on the front. I've not had a play with that yet. We're going to have a play with one of these. It puts this blade on the back and a couple of forestry winches. So I want to have a play with one of these, see how this thing behaves. Tire options: standard, medium, wide, narrow, and then some dual options. Probably standard tire brands, yeah, Trelleborg, blah blah. Yep, pretty standard tire options. No loader option for this tractor, and regulars will know that this will disappoint me. I really like when it's the perfect size tractor for a front loader. Why can it not have a front loader? I don't get it. There is a loader in the pack. It appears to only go on one tractor. Color options: we've got the green or silver distil. I should have looked up what that means, but it gives you this nice kind of silvery color. I'm guessing. Yeah. You guys should know German's not my strength. 24 miles an hour top speed. It's a nice looking bit of kit. I'm disappointed by the no loader option. Anywho, on to the next size up. So this is, you'll notice a trend with the numbering. So divide by 10 essentially. So this is the 100 to 110 horsepower class tractor. 50,000 pounds plus £3,000 for the front 3-point. So you can choose not to have that if you want. Slightly bigger tractor. Similar wheel options as the other one. Again, no loader option yet, but we've got 100 horsepower, 110 horsepower. So we will purchase one of these just so we can see it next to the other tractor in terms of size. And then we've got the 1100 to 1500, 110 horsepower to 150 horsepower. So you get the trend. So this tractor can also attach a front loader. You'll notice that is only on the larger tractors. So, which seems counterintuitive to me, but that's because it goes on the back, which is kind of cool. But anyway, no forestry option on this one. No, this guy didn't have a forestry option either. So engine options: 110, 125, 150. Wheel options are similar again. A maze grid looks like that is to protect the engine from fine dust particles, beacon, left, right, both. None, so similar to the Unimog. 3-point attacher, weight, or none. Backloader attacher, yes or no. We'll put that on because I want to have a play with that. The Azaria Compact is because I have precision farming installed, and we will purchase this guy because I want to have a play with that. We then have the big boy, 125 to 180 horsepower, only 70 grand, which is not bad, is it? Big old tractor. So 125, 136, 156, 180 horsepower. Wheel options, similar. We're going to get this guy with wide tyres. We're going to get it with both beacons, front 3-point, weight options again. We'll get the backloader attacher as well. Color-wise, we've got the silver or black and silver. Let's go for that because that looks kind of cool. And we'll buy this guy just so we can see them all lined up together. We've got the loader, so we'll get that, and we've also got the bumper bar, which is to protect front 3 points. So that's all of them. That's all of them lined up with their different sizes. Let's just throw on flight mode. There we go. So you can just see them all there, all the different sizes, essentially basically the same tractor, just scaling up almost, isn't it? It almost looks like they took the same CAD model and just scaled it up a little bit, apart from maybe the bonnet design a little bit. So yeah, but I like these tractors. I've had a soft spot for these tractors since I started playing FS, really. So but anyway, let's jump in and have a little look, shall we? We will start at the start with the smallest tractor. Quick peek inside. It's kind of what you'd expect from an MB track interior. I don't dislike that engine sound. Yeah. Don't dislike that. Don't dislike that at all. Gear changing is going pretty well. So yeah, don't dislike that. Into the next one. So slightly bigger cab. Yeah. Looks pretty nice. Again, don't dislike it. Shifting is okay. Yeah. Not too bad. Not too bad. Into the first of the bigger beasties. Don't mind that tick over sound. Let's see what it's like when we hook up the loader. And then basically standard loader controls. Oh, we've got driving direction. Oh, nice. That I like. Yep. I've got a little bit of work set up for this guy on one of the farms, so I've suddenly fallen in love with that. And then the big guy. And I don't know why, I'm getting a little bit of a Big Bud vibe off of this guy, but But yeah, I like this. I like this. Interior is a bit more roomy. Quite nice. Little buddy seat there. And this has got the driving direction change as well. And yeah, it moves alright. She moves. Definitely moves, okay. Right. Let me get some little jobs set up for these guys, and I'll see you back in a moment. Okay, folks, we've got some things set up. So I've got the first off the forestry version. So we've got this essentially dozery type blade on the back. It doesn't seem to have anything you can close on it, so we can use that for pushing logs. And then on the back here we've got this blade we can dig in if we're using the winches. So we've got some logs here that I just happened to very quickly cut up and somewhat neatly pile up there. But you know, if you wanted to move those around, then assuming it's within the horsepower of our little tractor, we could do that. Or if we wanted to do some winching, then we could drop down the dozer blade, which in the real world obviously would dig in a little bit. We grab our winch, we attach to the tree, there we go, and then we pull. And because we've dug in the dozer blade, the tractor stays still. So that's the forestry edition of the tractor. It would be really nice if this had a kind of claw on the front so that you could pick logs up with it and load them and that kind of thing, but you know, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. That's the forestry version of the tractor. Right. Into the big beastie, the 1800, and we've got a Lemkin cultivator on the back. We appear to have got stuck, but I have purchased this field, and we're just gonna do a little bit of field work with it, you know, just to see how she behaves. I don't expect this to be anything other than you would expect from a 180 horsepower tractor, to be completely honest. It's kind of nice to see how the gearbox and that kind of thing behaves. We can see it's hunting a little bit as we go up this ever so slight incline. So something to bear in mind, because we're not, you know, we're at the 180 horsepower, but yeah, something to bear in mind, I guess. And I know you shouldn't be going around corners with the implement in the ground, so sue me, folk. Well, please don't sue me, but you know, we're just testing out a bit of kit. It's a bit of fun. Realism is not always key, as they say. I do really like the look of this tractor in black. I think it looks really cool. I didn't know black was a colour scheme that they did. I don't know if it was some kind of special edition colour scheme, but it looks kind of awesome. Come on, shift. Let's give it a manual kick up the backside. There we go. Yeah, the gearbox needs a little bit of encouragement, but It's not awful. It's not the worst that I've used. I'll say that. It's doing work. It's doing work. It doesn't seem unhappy because we're right at the limit of the horsepower. So yeah. And it's, you know, it's very definitely not a CVT or anything like that. So nice bit of kit. Nice bit of kit. And then over here we have the tractor with the bale loader on it. I really like this. I really do like. I wish it would go on some of the smaller tractors. But yeah, this is very cool. This is very cool with the change in driving direction. But it's quite a big tractor. Now, this could, so in FS22, I used to use a JCB with a loader with a big weight on the back as one of my preferred loader tractors. And maybe this could replace that, except that it doesn't have four-wheel steering. And the nice thing about the JCB is that it was a big, fast loader tractor that had four-wheel steering. But this is quite nice. This is quite nice. I quite like it. Food didn't go in there, but yeah. It's certainly, so it's handling one bale very nicely. Let's see how it handles. Now I don't have any weight on the front, and obviously you would probably put a weight on if you really wanted to shift a lot of mass, but then you might want to have a better bale spike. I'm just using the base game one here, but so 4 bales is too much. That's 4 silage bales. Let's go 3. Okay, 3 silage bales is too much. Obviously with no additional weight, so the weight I'm sure would allow this thing to lift quite a lot. Let's just have a quick look at that before we wrap this video up. Come on, let go of the bale. I've got store deliveries installed, so let's just quickly set a store deliveries point. Let's get ourselves a big old 2.5 ton weight. And that should allow us, I would think, to pick up the 4 bales. While I'm doing that, if you're interested in pre-ordering this, then there will be a link down below. I will put up a QR code on the screen towards as the video ends. Yeah, you'll be helping me out a little bit if you do that. Doesn't cost you any more money, and it would be very much appreciated. If you've got any questions, stick them down below. But yeah, there we go. So yeah, a bit of weight on the back, and this thing can actually shift quite a bit. And obviously with a better bale spike, it would be able to move those as well. But yeah, hope you found this video a little bit interesting, and I will see you all next time.